Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, now look, what we here on today, Mr. Roll Up. Well, look, let me tell y'all something. I had to stop the whole 90s flow, you know what I'm saying? I had to bring that to an end. So to all y'all that's tuned in, that was digging the 90s flow, you know what I'm saying? I gotta stop it. Why you gotta stop it, Mr. Roll Up? Well, they keep on hitting me with these damn copyrights. I check my analytics, and the copyrights is not it's not strikes, but they are copywriting some of them videos. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, it's not saying that it's a strike against my channel or nothing like that, but they let me know that it's a copyright. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get too many of them. Too many little things start turning into a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like you get too many driving tickets, it become a big problem. You get one or two driving tickets, all right, that ain't shit. But then you get five, six, seven driving tickets, now it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm stopping this 90s flow because I done already got like three copyrights, you know what I'm saying, since then. And again, like I said, they telling me that it's no strike against my channel or nothing like that, but I don't like seeing every time I post a damn video, it got a copyright on it. You know what I'm saying? So that shit might come back and haunt me in another couple of months, couple of years, who knows? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't fucking with that copyright shit. So we gonna end the 90s flow. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? So we about to switch it up. Now, what's the switch up, Mr. Roll Up? What we about to get into now? Well, let me go ahead and show you what we on next. Hold up. Y'all see that? What's that, Mr. Roll Up? Y'all see these three motherfuckers right here? They are called parole officers. You see that guy up there in that corner? He is called a prison inmate. This is the parole board hearing the inmate. All right? Now, how many times have I done told y'all about the parole board? You know what I'm saying? I done told y'all, like, just because a judge sentenced you to 5 years in prison, that don't necessarily mean you just gonna do 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can turn that 5 years into 20 years. You can turn that 5 years into a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? And this is when the parole board come in. See, with the justice system, everybody has a job. I mean, that's anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But we just gonna talk about the justice system. Everybody got a job, right? So the police job is to arrest you. The prosecutor's job is to put the hit on you. You know what I'm saying? Like the prosecutor put a hit on you. Like, yeah, prosecutor tell the police, hey, go get this guy. Lock him up. We need him. You know what I'm saying? So the police job is just to go out there and go get you. They bring you in. You know what I'm saying? They don't go over your case. They don't got nothing to do with your case and none of that shit. All they do is they come pick your ass up and put you in front of the prosecutor and the judge and all that. They want to see you. You know what I'm saying? So when the police bring you in, their job is done. Now it's on the prosecutor and the judge, shit like that, to deal with you. That's their job, right? So the prosecutor charge you, you know, they go against you, they present all this evidence to the judge. Boom. Now the judge come up with a decision, right? The judge's decision will be prison time. Usually when a judge sends you to time in prison, they'll say like, okay, we send you 5 to 20. That just throwing it out there. The judge might say, hey, 5 to 20, right? So you're like, okay, I got 5 years in prison. Well, what's that 20 behind it? You know what I'm saying? That 20 is called a tail. That tail means that anything you do in there, it'll go against you. Like you in there fighting, you gang banging, you get into it with the police, um, you sexualizing men. You know what I mean? gambling, stabbing people, blah, 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 right? All of that type of shit go against you when you go see the parole board. So just say in them 5 years you was in there doing all of that bad shit that I just named, you don't necessarily have to do all of it. Let's just say you might did one or two of those things or whatnot. By the time you go see the parole board, they like, oh, well, not only you in prison for blah blah blah, but while you was in here, you was doing this, you was gangbanging, you was stabbing people, blah 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 blah. You ain't ready for society. Flop. What's a flop, Mr. Roll Up? I done spoke on this multiple times, but since we here, check this out. A flop mean your ass gotta go back into prison. You're not getting out. You're not getting a parole. And they have three different flops. They have a 12-month flop, an 18-month flop, and a 24-month flop, depending on how they feel about you. You know what I'm saying? So if you was in prison fucking up and they felt like you ain't did enough time, that's what the parole board do. They say, we'll flop you. They might hit you with a 12, like, yeah, 12-month flop. See you in a year. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you preparing to get out in 6 months or so, now you got a whole nother year to do before you even see the parole board again to even attempt to get a parole. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this segment, A Roll Up a Poet, is going to be about. This is going to be about the parole board and how they operate. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all hear about the parole board. Y'all might got loved ones in jail that tell you, yeah, man, I went to see the parole board. They gave me a parole. Or I went to see a parole board and they gave me a flop. I got to sit down for another year and a half before I see them again. They don't tell you what they in there doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you that they in there sexualizing men and stabbing people. They don't tell you that shit. They just make it seem like they was good boys doing their time, and then they went to see the parole board, and the parole board just flopped them. Like, nah, 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 you was doing something. Now, the parole board can flop you for no reason, but most of the time, if they flopping guys, it's because they was in prison doing some shit, or whatever their crime was, they didn't get a lot of time for it, and they just felt like they didn't get enough time for what they did. Anyway, with all that being said, we about to take an inside look on why the parole board grant certain people paroles and why they don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this channel is gonna be bringing. So I'm gonna be reacting to it. You know what I'm saying? All them times I've been telling y'all about parole, now y'all gonna get to see exactly how the parole board react to prison inmates. You know what I'm saying? How about that? It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.